Hey, what's up guys, it's Momar back at it again. It's been a while, I know. Didn't really know what to make. I have a lot of ideas of videos I want to make, and some of the ideas are like essays, just random ranting videos, I guess. However, in this situation, it's the ranting, I believe. Well, it's not ranting. It's more of a serious topic. At the latest, the JOJOLANDS part, which is part 9 for those who don't know. Recently, there has been some talking about this new chapter that has dropped, which depicts an SA scene, and it's a pretty serious topic. Depicting SA is not easy, because if you mess up in one regard, you mess up everything. The depiction of said things in art in general does help people like me who never experienced it to understand how it is. But in my opinion, these things should be depicted, but correctly, of course. I think the latest JoJo chapter, like the whole chapter that they dropped, I think that's a good depiction of how horrible it can be. And people are arguing that it's bad because it's showing these things, but in my opinion, it's a good thing that it's tackling real life subjects. A lot of people somehow found a way to explain that, well, it never happened before, so this is the first time. Why is Araki suddenly doing this? To the people I say, you probably never read this series or watched this series, because this is not the first time something like this was depicted, but this is the first time something like this was depicted, that's how it does affect the person. And compared to early parts of it, because Araki is now a better writer, he was able to write it a better way. And there's a certain tweet by a certain someone who's here on YouTube called Shuckmeister, who tweeted out that, yeah, I think I'm done with the JOJOLANDS. This ain't it, chief. So his argument is that it didn't happen before, and when he's proven wrong, somehow backpedals. It doesn't make any sense, trying to find a justification why he wants to drop the series, and it doesn't make any sense because he got proven wrong. As I said, look, he literally gets proven wrong in his own his replies literally prove him wrong. I'll use the Fugo example because Shuck is a really heavy part 5 defender. I'm not even just saying he's just a simple part 5 fan. No, he made a tweet during the streaming of part 6 saying, "A comparison of how the Golden Wind and Stone Ocean anime used CG in their backgrounds," which makes no sense really, because he used different scenes, different settings. Also, the background for part 5 wasn't always drawn because it also used CGI, by the way. It's ridiculous. So the Fugo backstory was never part of the original manga. However, it was originally added by an author who wrote Purple Haze Feedback, and the anime decided to adapt part of that background and backstory into the anime, making it semi-canon. But we know for a fact that Fugo was being used by his teacher. Of course, that is SA, pretty much. And the usage of someone in a higher position on his student. So, what do you mean by it didn't exist? You're really contradicting yourself. I believe serious topics like these shouldn't be shied away from being depicted in media and art in general, because without that, we'll never understand it unless we see how it can affect someone. Berserk, for example, with Casca, is such a great example on how SA can fuck up someone's life and fuck them up entirely. I think Araki shouldn't be afraid of tackling real life issues in JoJo in general. However, I think this specific chapter isn't for everyone. Not everyone can see something shocking and serious and just roll with it. It's understandable. It's a good chapter. I think it's an excellent chapter. It's not for everyone, but it's an excellent chapter. You can hate or dislike the series. It's fine. It's not the issue. That is never the issue. Using that as an example, as your latent series, like this latent series, you're literally in the latest part. You read all the parts. It makes no sense because you saw everything. You can't just suddenly, okay, I'm gonna draw the line here. It doesn't make sense because you've seen similar things like Fuga, for example, in the anime, or Lucy Steele with Funny Valentine. That's an example. If you're gonna use this as a justification to, oh, I just want to stop, it just makes you look stupid. I'm sorry. That's how it makes you look like. You could just say you're not vibing with a part. It's fine, but you contradict yourself with the statement that you're stopping because of this, despite other examples that exist throughout the series. If this is the reason that it stopped you, you could just say, I just don't like how it's going. It's fine. But this is not the reason. So I hope that you found this video somewhat informative. At least I hope so. If it's informative even a little bit, that's good. That's enough for me. Please don't harass anyone I mentioned. They don't deserve to be harassed. I think they should be educated on these things. That's how I feel. We shouldn't harass people. We should just tell them, that's wrong, here's why. If they refuse, that's on them. If they agree to grow up, listen, understand, that's a good thing. That's the positive that we want. So yeah, thank you for watching and peace.